On a regular basis, I have a lifestyle of intermittent fasting, and I have been intermittent fasting for the better part of 10 years now. But there are still a number of days that I am hungry in the early part of the day. So I wanted to share some food and beverage items that I often do turn to when I am hungry. They are quick and simple. I think they could work for most lifestyles, and they are filled with lots of nutrition. They are very filling to me, and so I hope you enjoy. Let's start with the ever popular, or for some, unpopular, green smoothie. I love a good green smoothie. Of course, they are densely packed with nutrition, but I also find them to be super tasty. And I add just about anything that I have that makes sense to me in the green family. So this could be broccoli, or spinach, or kale, or matcha powder, or green beans, or edamame, or kiwi, and spirulina. Oftentimes I add a frozen banana or half of an avocado. They both make it really creamy. If I'm having it after a workout, a scoop of vanilla protein powder is always nice. And if you're not into green smoothies, then perhaps a banana and some frozen berries along with perhaps just a handful of spinach, because the spinach flavor will be masked by the berries. And even a scoop of vanilla protein powder in there will help as well. And just do that until you acquire a palate, a taste more for the densely packed greens. Good morning. It's another morning, and hopefully it's not too loud. I do have all my windows open because it is 60 degrees and just so nice, and I need it. I need them open. I need to hear all the life outside. I want to show you the green smoothie that I have made for myself today. It's a little different from the one that I just showed you. It's just working with what I have available, which I typically have a number of green things available. So today I have 1 frozen banana, 1 whole kiwi, a handful of spinach. What else do I have in here? Some spirulina, some collagen, maca powder. And then I did go ahead and use some green juice in it again. I could use apple juice, some kind of fresh juices, which I would prefer, but I just don't have any on hand this week, any fresh juice. So I've been using some green juice. I have actually made green smoothies many times with milk. It tastes great, but I'm trying to lessen the amount of dairy I'm having. Not get rid of it. I love my dairy, but just lessen it. So, so yummy. Oh, and I did also add some of that super greens powder that I had shown you in the previous smoothie. So yeah, anything that's green. I will add matcha powder. I will add microgreens. I will add, sometimes I will add herbs. I think like a bit of basil or parsley in a green smoothie also can taste very lovely. It might sound a little weird, but it can taste pretty good. Just have fun with your green smoothies and add things that you think you will like with a little something that maybe you're not super fond of, but it's good for you. And over time you will develop a taste for it, definitely. I hope you try some green smoothies of your own. Definitely let me know what you put in them so I can try that as well. Cheers. So here's a quick one. Cold milk kefir with raw honey. I love this, and I have it a couple of days a week. There's also water kefir, and there's kombucha and other types of fermented beverages, but this one really drinks like a meal for me. I also enjoy it plain, but when I add some raw honey to it and I don't mix the honey in, I just sort of eat pieces of it with my spoon as I'm drinking the kefir, and it's such a tasty and simple treat. I think you're really going to like it.
I'm not a fan of overnight oats. I prefer my oatmeal to be hot, like porridge. But what I do like is the idea of starting my oatmeal the night before and combining it with chia to create an oatmeal chia pudding of sorts, which I then go ahead and heat up the next morning. It's a super simple and filling meal. You can put all different types of toppings on. Think acai bowls where there's nuts and seeds and fruits. It's so fun, it's so enjoyable, and it really does tie me over for almost the entire day.
This morning I'm feeling a little hungry, so I will be making some steak and eggs. It's super quick, super tasty, never fails me. Eggs, of course, are super easy and quick to make on their own, whether you fry them or poach them, scramble them, an omelet. That's really fast. I think if you were to boil your eggs, that would take a bit longer, but I'm going to fry my eggs. And then I have a little tip for you on how to have steak with your eggs in a very timely fashion as well. Let me show you how. So here I have a bag of very finely shaved beef, and it's kind of like if you were to have a Philly cheesesteak, it's that finely shaved, like Philly cheesesteak style. I buy a large portion of it. It's usually a few pounds, and then I just section it out into these little freezer bags. And if you know you want to eat early in the morning, take it out the night before, pop it into your refrigerator, and it'll defrost nicely by the next morning. For me, I almost never eat early in the day, too early. So I don't take it out because I don't know if I'm actually gonna want it. I take it out just shortly before I'm actually going to eat. And because it's so finely shaved, because the beef is so thin, it defrosts very quickly. I took this out about 15 or 20 minutes ago, and I just put it into a bowl with lukewarm water and just swapped out the water, I think 3 times, so every 5 minutes or so. That in itself defrosted it super quickly. So let me show you the texture of this and how I like to cook it up quickly.
Last but not least is watermelon. This is the most simple and the quickest option
for a breakfast, a lunch, a snack, a refreshing pick-me-up. I like to get the smaller sized seedless watermelons. I cut it in half, I take a spoon to it, and it basically is its own bowl. And they will be in season here in the US for at least the next 3 months. So I'm very excited about this. I will be having a lot of watermelon. I definitely recommend it as a refreshing and tasty treat. And of course, you could do any type of melon. If you find any of these interesting and would like to give them a try for yourself, you can find all of the details down in the description.